This is a very serious flash warning. Cruelty Squad is a Benadryl-induced, anxiety-infused stealth sim in the same vein as the likes of Alloy Contraption Adamant, where you play as the most low-life hired assassin, taking place in a universe where the value of life is literally in the negative, that the new popular trend is paying someone to send an assassin out to kill you. You are the contractor of these devious acts. Employment in the punishment inflictors guarantees you a passage to such great places, like the unmirrored expanse, the catacombs of sinister placement, and the end of all reality, just to secure a copy of the world's only video game. Look, it's not very common I play a game as beautiful as Micah Bell, but join me as I tell you the funny things that happen in the ugly video game, because goddammit, if I have to suffer through this game, I will make you suffer alongside me. So, our game starts with our tomato protagonist getting watered for the upcoming bountiful harvest when we get a most abnormal phone call. Hey, so I know employment has been hard ever since we removed that ice pick from your forehead, but I got a good opportunity for you. Really? Hopefully it is a nice and comfy office job, as my non-functional eyeballs cannot handle visual overload. It's none of that. Well, except for the visual overload. I want you to take out the business overlord's absolute elite. Just ignore your schizophrenia. Oh, cool. How much will I be making? I never said you would be making money. Okay, you start tomorrow. Alright, sign me up. So outside of the beautiful aesthetics, Cruelty Squad offers a load of interesting gameplay mechanics. It's just so metaphorical that it would make Kendrick Lamar jealous.
I grieve different.
So after having a brain aneurysm, I quickly discovered that those same mechanics are absolutely insane. The game decided to hang itself in a picture frame, and no, you cannot turn it off. And unbeknownst to me at the time, this represented the game's difficulty, and the game will make it very apparent that it does not like you dying. On the other side of the cruelty spectrum, to reload, the game makes you grab the mouse and throw it back. This is to represent early stage carpal tunnel syndrome. Our goal in this mission is to eliminate Big Pharma's most executive, which one of them is a lizard dude. Bro thought he could pull a Mark Zuckerberg move. I've heard reports of workplace harassment, so I plan on taking matters into my own hands. Casually crawling through your vents, I absolutely obliterate the only security somewhat close to the executive. Okay, so I actually lied. There is a second target, but I really cannot say that he posed much of a threat either. Alright, now we're free to leave and accidentally run into the meat room.
Nice to meet you. See what I did there? You can stop the flesh,
What
but you cannot reverse the hollow.
I want to go home. Hey, what is up, my fellow familial females? Today, we're going to be taking a drive through the most normal town in Oklahoma. Excuse my bad driving, I'm such a Google Gemini. Life in paradise is great, but we have many amenities in this nice neighborhood, like the unsettling pizza store, the demonic house, the organ deleter, me going to work after Congress signs the Delete Your Organs and Steal Your Money Act. I voted for this. And we have the actual recreation of Bin Laden's compound. Now, this would be a slightly uninteresting neighborhood if it was not for the Void. That also crashes my PC. But apparently, I do not have permission from God to enter this room. But do not worry, we will come back to this later. I don't really have much to say about this place. It's just so normal. We have a Martian plotting to go home. We have a very enthused Funko Pop fan. Just don't eat the pills that turn your world upside down. Man, this game is very wacko. I would much rather play horse racing. I'll be honest with you guys, this level is beyond mid. There's only one way I enjoy relaxing, and that's being forklift certified. So after stepping into the judgment zone of the greater ones, I decided to take a break from all of the killing and decided to focus on killing time. Now, this is where the real grind starts, fellas. Cruelty Squad offers a lot of different ways to play and achieve millionaire status. And this comes in the form of the stock market, but instead of trading just plain money, you are able to trade a wide variety of objects, like organs. But the most important part is the market value of fish, which after fishing for half an hour, created me a fish ETF and can literally retire off of caught fish. Trust me, this will be very important later on. So after avoiding the judgment zone, we start to make our way towards the target, which they just happen to be hiding in the literal corporate, rectangle. We quietly break in and let the guards know that they do not matter. Once we make it to the top of the corporate dodecahedron, we kill the target. Look, I tried to come up with something funny to say, but there's nothing special about this guy. Look, if I had a nickel for every time a finished game blew me away, I would have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's great that it happened twice. Roll the next title card. Hey guys, Zipian reporting. There have been some recent leaks that the chief of the police department has been dabbling in some interesting coping mechanisms. So, it is my job to investigate the police station, ignoring the Dracula-sized building in front of me. I thought that I could try to use some finesse and take a different route, only to get hit with the flash 74 times brighter than our sun. So I just busted through the kitchen window. This place is a maze of such debilitating manner, which wouldn't be a problem if the level did not sound like a "what is going on?" I think I'm actually experiencing a death-inducing brain aneurysm. Just when I thought this game wasn't already nauseating enough, the developer decided to make an enemy that hijacks your camera and makes you expel every round from your magazine. So after dismantling the entire police force, I ate the police. Defunding the police one corpse at a time. But a new, sinister secret reveals itself. The police chief has turned himself into a bouncy castle. This is what capitalistic boredom does to a person. My Christ and brother, think about how this will affect the trout population. Hey besties, today we're going on a shopping spree. The Kansas City Mega Mall has all you could ever need in a store, like the punishment store. My sins are unforgivable. Heading over to Games to pick up a copy of Gorbino's Quest, only to find out that the world's only video game is out of stock, which is very upsetting because I'm missing out on the 500 hours of mind-pumping action it promises. Plant Heaven really do be giving us the real plant experience by killing all the shoppers in the mall. Attention all shoppers, please fasten your seatbelts. We are currently experiencing some turbulence. I'm never smoking that Gorbino Spice Kush ever again. Okay, so our real goal is to meet with the future governor to discuss some holes in his policy, as well as the one I plan to put in his head. You know that I love getting my daily dose of it. Hello? Oh my god, we gotta get out of here. Oh my, why does it make such a terrifying noise? Pull up to Donut World only to discover the entire police force eating the whole stock. Making our way to the governor, we introduce ourselves in a nice friendly manner to his agents. So it turns out the governor runs on some pretty volatile policies, like implementing a 1% income tax. He would just never understand the Sigma grind set. I guess you could say I have an acquired taste. So after finishing the last mission, I decided to scroll through Reddit to find some arcane information, only discover that in light of recent events, the stock market has decided to grow without any ceiling cap. So all those fish and organs I have chilling in my account now have gained more wealth than completing the last 5 missions, 735 times over. I counted. I would have invested into NordVPN, but it has literally flatlined. So I decided to leave my game running while I went to go eat. And once I returned, I had acquired enough money to buy a singular apartment from BlackRock on the bad side of town. This housing market is very volatile. Home sweet home. It feels great destroying the entire economy and then blaming the single mother on food stamps. Yellow. 17,870,635 counts of market manipulation. 21,472 DUIs. 41,999 cases of aggravated assault. So what exactly is the problem here? You have a bigger criminal record than all of Los Santos combined. I have sent federal agents to your house, so if you want to continue living, then you're gonna have to fight your own way out. Can I kill my landlord on the way out? Make that 42,000 cases of aggravated assault. With everything being said, I now have to engage in long-range combat at point-blank distance. So the cool thing about this level is that my ears are blessed with the beautiful ambience to sleep/relax to. And what a better way to talk about what I spent all of my hard-earned money on in this game's augment system. And these are ego death inducing levels of terrible. Like how you can spend $900,999 to ruin the game. On top of the Fazbear suit, throw on the goggles that increase the contrast. To make things even worse, equip the torch that eradicates any hope left in your soulless corpse by increasing the unbearable weight of life. Get the upgrade that allows you to exude an immoral amount of goop for a speed boost. But the best part about altering the human genetic code is that it allows me to become Spider-Man, only available with the Grapendix. I refuse to elaborate about it anymore. Descending back into reality, me and my landlord have a nice little meeting. He tells me such great things like, he's increasing the rent because he can't afford to live. So after a long, respectful, logical debate between two respectful parties, I remember that I can't leave any witnesses. So I gladly say hello to my neighbor, while he rambles about his AI-generated tech bro right-wing grift, as he says that old people are dying because of leftist ideology. Apparently, it's very black suppository and debased of him. Oh, he was trafficking a person. Making our way out of the apartment, I decided to take a nice little vacation to cool down from all the heat. Okay, so I didn't start immediately killing the targets, because sometimes it's just nice to sit back and crack open a cold one. Man, I'm so depressed. Hey, so it turns out you were actually the wrong person, so you're free of any criminal charges. Wow, I guess I made you guys a lot of money then. Consider yourself rehired. Just think of the targets as the people who did not hit that like button, nor the subscribe one. So let's get back to the killing. Money aside, I finally get a chance to look back on my journey so far, and to see all the chaos and destruction that I have created.
When the beat drops, I'm going to f***ing kill myself.
And all the people that I've uncreated. Perpetrating this cycle of endless human suffering. Just maybe I'm the bad guy. Nah. Okay, now it's time for the ugly mission. You can tell it's ugly by the beautiful soundtrack. Me going to work in the year 2067 after the government decided pollution in the workplace is a basic human right. See, but this is offset by discovering the super secret hidden level Mario 64 style. As I descend further into this unending rabbit hole, more and more sinister secrets start to reveal themselves. More like someone is watching. And they're terrible at their job. Like, seriously, they only shoot when I press the shoot button. Pushing further into the mountains, I discovered something that shook me to my very core. Meat isn't organic biomatter. Meat is currency, waiting to be harvested and mined. So I derailed the entire operation in order to line my pockets. Sorry, it's the Sigma brain in me talking. So on our next vacation in this abomination of a video, we decided to ignore any and all good advice. Phrases such as manage your finances, read outside sources that do not confirm your bias, and that gambling is the sin of man. Thankfully, I managed to win enough money to join the 1%. Again, I have been invited to the Minecraft YouTuber party, which is built inside of a castle that contains a trampoline in the middle. We make our way down this humble abode.
Tip number 1 for running a Minecraft channel. Advertise a gambling site to my impressionable audience and encourage them to steal their parents' credit cards.
Life hack for Minecraft YouTubers. Message your fans.
I don't want to be here anymore. Now considering that this level just crashed my entire PC and I have to recreate the last 45 seconds of video. So after killing the leader of the hive and making my grand escape, I finally decided to have a talk with my boss. So after arriving to the American mockumentary sitcom television based on the 2001 to 2003 BBC series, I figured, why only share permanent PTO with the CEO? I gave the employees the professional courtesy of giving them a 2-second notice. See, I knew the office life was better than whatever the last mission before this was.
A good party requires a blood sacrifice.
I'm just gonna fly through the window. Hello, Miss Boss Lady. I have a few bullets to pick with you.
¿Por qué no estás trabajando? ¿Deberías estar jodiendo la vida de otra persona?
Excuse me?
No espero que un cascarón sin vida como tú entienda de negocios.
Can we please communicate in the same language?
Llamarte NPC es demasiado generoso.
She is torturing this dude. We better get him some Zoloft to help with the Hispanic attacks.
Adelante, dispárame. Tus balas son lo más profundo que jamás llegarás a estar dentro de una mujer.
I have finally acquired a copy of Gorbino's quest, and all I needed to do was travel to the end of all of existence inside of the Archon grid, completely normal level name. Running into the orange crab, I quickly discovered that this enemy's speed is tied to your FPS, all while I was playing at 300. Making this level much harder. We also have to take into consideration the maze of agony and suffering, which was apparently designed to make me question all of my life decisions that led me here. But after almost 2 hours of puzzle solving, I run into the entity of death and immediately decide to kill it so I can finally play Gorbino's quest in peace. That was terribly unfulfilling. After spending decades in the corporate workforce, I can finally afford a house. And all I had to do was remove the concept of death from existence. How about we go meet our new neighbors?
I follow the teachings of fuckbro99.
Nothing good can come from this world. So following the interaction, I immediately decided to go to my backyard and kill 3 gods. So in order to rid of this rotten world, we need to hijack the concept of life. This is accomplished by shredding all of our hope and unlocking the scary difficulty. Trust me, I know exactly what this does. There is only one target in the way, our CEO. Now, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, but he has a few million health points, and he makes you 6 feet tall, which is pretty much midget territory. So, we will have to make our way through the maze of absurd construction, and enter a room, you know, that room, of the crazy golem that explodes into shrapnel. But not all is in vain, because I get access to the special weapon. Its damage scales based off your money in the stocks. And we can say that I'm a little bit of an investor. I finally have the power to set things straight. Hopefully, this time can be the last time. It never ends. As the name suggests, this level contains a loop full of never-ending trauma, and I can most definitely feel it. This truly is the end of existence. I am stripped of my money and upgrades, forcing me to be creative and smart once again. But once it is all said and done, maybe, just maybe, I can end this world of endless torture.
A point in the horizon, a building seen from your childhood. Your morality is solely a frantic drift toward nothing. The unlucky move to an infinite recursive loop. Teeth with teeth, take a bite. Serene scent of the coastal tone, warmth from the sun, bitter tears, lust for power. This is where you abandon your dreams. You are a high net worth individual, an expanding vortex of pathetic trauma. Finally a beautiful fucking mermaid. A pure soul is born, its neural transactions stutter into being. 30583750937509350935 operation per Metallica. You will loop your chorus line. The level of life is negative. The balance of being is rotated by 38 degrees. The surface is full of cracks. A turgid light shines through. Fleshy primordial bodies sluggishly roll down the slope. Only you slide upward. With a celestial step, you become beautified. A saintly figure. Your prestigiosity reveals a safe path through the impenetrable fog of life. Your pulse work cuts through the weak and membranes of the garden of corruption. Sit on the throne of contentment and ferment. Inspect the eternal blue skies of your kingdom. You come to a realization. You pick up an old and begin feeling. Hold in layer 1, hold in layer 2, hold in layer 3, hold in layer inherited. I have passed and the old is fully filled. Nothing remains, it's perfect. You get lost in the point that remains where the old used to be. Synaptic cascade, neurological catastrophe. The point becomes infinitely dense. The universe condenses into a unicellular being. It's creates sin, it craves happiness. It's done with this world. It tries to commit suicide but fails. Sad patheticness. You feel pity and disgust, but in a way only a being of pure grace can. In your will and mercy you terminate the world with.